You guys, it is your health check. It is Wellness Wednesday, and today we are focusing on mental health. And I really don't have to tell y'all that sometimes all you need is an open ear, someone who can listen, someone who can relate to what you're going through. So there is an app that we're introducing to you to this morning called Listeners on Call. Its developers say its platform promotes mental health and well-being by connecting callers and listeners anonymously and affordably. So Cole Egger is the app's founder. He joins us live now. Cole, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. As well as to be expected, I think, like everyone else. Tell us about this app. How does this work?
Sure. Listeners on Call is a network of trained listeners, primarily made up of social workers, nurses, teachers, caregivers, and others who come from a strong foundation in empathy, who are available for anyone, anytime, should you need to connect. Think of us as the Uber of empathy.
I like that. And where did you come up with this idea? Is this through a personal experience?
It is. 4 years ago, my father was diagnosed with a form of leukemia, and unfortunately, out of the 18 million donors in the stem cell bank today, there wasn't a match. And so I actually served as a half match for my father, and thankful for the amazing doctors over at UT Southwestern. He continues to improve today. But as you can imagine, it's certainly a heavy weight in the idea that while you don't control your stem cells, that ultimately, if it doesn't work, your father might not make it. And so I found myself in a really lonely place, and for the first time in 35 years, willing to be vulnerable and reach out and seek help from licensed therapy, and met with a number of different fantastic therapists here in Dallas, but for reasons of compatibility or convenience, it ultimately didn't work for me at the time. And I later was introduced to an associate pastor there at Highland Park United Methodist Church named Camille, who shared similar life experiences and ultimately wound up being the most fantastic listener that I had ever met, and really kind of changed my life at the time.
And I'm looking at this video. There's so many categories: need to vent, maybe a social life, maybe you need to talk through family dynamics or relationships. I love this concept. How do you think it helped you, or how is it helping people to talk to someone who has either a similar experience or the same experience, as opposed to just talking to a counselor or a friend or your parents or something like that?
Sure. Connections built on shared experiences really do break through the barrier that so many of us face in tough times. Our foundation philosophy is around connected listening, so it builds on these shared experiences to create a bond between the caller and the listener.
Need someone to talk to, but friends and family wouldn't understand. What we really need is someone to listen.
Okay, Cole, thank you so much. I have shared your Instagram information on my Instagram stories so that people can connect with you guys, and I'll share the app as well on Twitter and on Facebook momentarily. We really appreciate this. This is a great idea, you guys, and we certainly hope that it will be helpful to you. All right, Mark, we're going over to you.